be careful what you're looking at. Be careful what kind of connection we're making with our eyes to all the possibilities that this world has for us. We have to be hyper aware of where we invest our visual energy. And it's so easy to fall apart, fall away from the path when it comes to our eyes, because we have these devices, we have phones, we have cameras, we have desires, we have attachments, we have computers, we have the screen, we have TV, and then we have social media, and then we have cravings, and then we have addictions, mild addictions. We have attachments to certain images, whether it is food, whether it's creating attachment and desires out of looking at pictures of beautiful half-naked women. And where does that take us next? Where do you go after spending an hour, 2 hours of your time, of your energy, of your youth, looking at these images, allowing them to dictate your mind, allowing them to control you, instead of you having self-control over your own brain? And guess where that control, the outer control, leads you to? That control then takes you to all sorts of desires that you didn't even have for yourself. They are being imposed, they're being superimposed onto you by the world that you are exposing yourself to. The desires that are manipulating your mind and dictating the direction of your life. I'm talking to you, the person who is spending way too much of their time saving and bookmarking photos of sexy girls on Instagram. And then where does that take you next? Which porn website do you spend the rest of that night on, right? And for how many more years are you going to devote your energy of your youth to doing that, instead of actually going out and saying hello to someone, instead of actually spending 2 hours a day learning a new language, spending 1 hour a day studying martial arts, studying piano, boosting your skills in this world, boosting the skills that essentially give you a higher sense of confidence. How much of your energy for how much longer is going to be invested in these toxic ways that we essentially waste our life away by doing these things, by going after spending time, devoting our time and energy and all of our hormones to the porn websites, to the food addictions, to the alcohol, the drugs, or whatever your take of dopamine rush is. Because for you it might be entirely different, but as I always say in every single video I make, are you lying to yourself? Are you lying to yourself about what it is that you can actually stop through control, through self-control, and what other aspects of your life you barely have any control left, yet you are too afraid to admit it? You're too afraid to admit the truth, is that you are a victim of the inability to stop and redirect your life. You are a victim of the devices that you hold in your hand, which then take you away from this present moment. And guess what? In the present moment, it's where everything happens. All right? Like everything happens in your present existence. as you spend your time, as you spend your energy on other aspects of life, what happens more and more is that you're no longer present, you're no longer here. You'll be sitting in your math class thinking of that hot girl that you masturbated to last night. You'll be sitting in a meeting at work thinking about the alcohol you're going to purchase on the way back home. You'll be with your lover, you'll be with your wife, thinking about how when she leaves on her next vacation, which porn scenes you're going to watch, right? And you pretend like all of this is okay. You pretend like none of this is a real problem. You pretend like there is no issues in your life, and this is all the norm. And what I'm trying to tell you more than anything else is that not only you're wasting your energy, you're wasting your time, but you're also wasting your relationships, man. You're also wasting away your existence because you're not present. When you're sitting in that meeting, when you're spending time with your loved ones, when you're in the class, you're not fully there. Part of your brain is still attached to all of your desires, all of your addictions. And that is the saddest thing. Not being able to at least give 60% of your focus to the people around you in that very moment. That's not a whole lot. That is not a whole lot. My only solution is to go back in time. My only solution is to go back to a time where your ancestors lived and they did not have access to these phones. They did not have access to all this junk food, to all these extra sauces that you mix with your food, and all they do is they make you more hungry because they're so delicious. They create more cravings. My only solution is caveman, right? That's why I named this channel Caveman. My only solution is to go back and at least go to a mindset that is there, that's available for you. A mindset of thinking at the core principles of what is actually necessary in life. And nothing else. Nothing beyond that. And you'll find how liberating that is. You'll find that what you actually need to survive is so minimal. You are free, man. Like you can live for such a long time, assuming you have a decent job. You can live for such a long time based off of nothing. And that is the most liberating thing, because you don't need anything. You are absolute freedom. All you need is a little bit of food, a little bit of shelter, and a mission. Something to work towards every day. And that mission can be so meaningless to someone else, but that matters not. What matters is what it means to you. If your only mission is to be the best baker, that's it. That's all you need to do. Minimize, get rid of all the noise, all that cloud that's polluting your brain, and you're constantly thinking about the wants, the desires, the next big thing that you're going to purchase. And I'm a victim of that, all right? I am a living victim of that, and that's why I make the videos. This is for me, it's not for you, and I hope you get something out of it, but I couldn't care less either way, because I'm only helping myself along this journey. That's all that matters at the end of the day, right? I'm not responsible for you, and that's what I want you to recognize, is that no one is responsible for you. If you ruin your life, no one cares. If you do the best and achieve everything, still no one cares. Some people will be attached to you because they want something from you, but this is your experimental journey, this life you get to live. And if I'm sharing something, it's my own selfish benefit, because I want to watch this again and remind myself to stay on this path, to not give back into all of the addictions that I've been naming, not spend the rest of my life, all of my 30s, all of my 40s on porn websites on Friday nights and Saturday nights, right? I am helping me, and I want you to help you. But what is required from you is to stand up. What is required for you is to think about your life from an outsider's perspective, and stop lying to the fact that, like, oh, there are no problems, everything's fine, this is all normal, I can have my girlfriend, I can jerk off to all these hot girls. No, man, that is not normal. And just because 100 other dudes do it, that doesn't make it normal. That doesn't make it good. That doesn't make it positive. Just because another 1,000 guys do it, that still doesn't make it positive. And I tell you what, if all, whatever, 3 billion dudes that are out there do that, I'll still stand here and not tell you shouldn't, because that's not what your body's made for. If you're gonna have a lover, have the lover. If you're gonna have a girlfriend, have the girlfriend. If you're gonna have a wife, have the wife. But don't shift that energy onto all these websites. She deserves your full attention, and you deserve your full attention to even understand if she's the right person for you. You deserve your own full attention to be able to devote that in fatherhood, to your kids, to your parents, to your family, to all the loved ones around you. You deserve your full attention to understand who are you even attracted to. And once you get off of these images, these soft porns on social media, these hardcore porns on all the other websites, then you finally start to have a free mind from all the clouds. And you start to actually wonder, oh, that person's beautiful over there. Am I interested in her? What am I interested in? Is it her ass and tits? Or does she just have a cool vibe and I want to go say hi? Does she have a beautiful smile and she walked by and there was just something about her energy? I saw her talk to someone else. I liked her beautiful voice. There's so many different variations. And when it comes to allowing these addictions, these habits, these negative habits, these mild addictions, whatever you want to call them, as long as you recognize that there is a problem, that's all I care about, right? What happens is that you are getting rid of the color. It's like you're putting a lens in front of your eyes, you're putting a screen, and things suddenly are blurry and you can't see the right way anymore. And the problem is you've been looking through that blurry screen all of your life, so you think it's normal, but it's not. And it will take you to 90 days. It will take you to 6 months, the whole year. It might even take you a decade or a whole life to be able to experience this life the way your ancestors did 1,000 years ago. To be able to experience this life the way your biology is made for. Not what all the marketing, not what all the social media, what all the porn websites, what all the food companies, all the processed food companies, all the drugs want you to be attached to in order for them to make a buck from you. That's really what they want. They want your dollar. And what you give up in the meantime is your life. Till next time.